Abigail Senasosu joins me in the studio with the latest in sports. Abi.
Yep, it was an interesting draw yesterday, at least for the first time. Arsenal is missing, but we had 5 representatives from the EPL.
I hear Arsene Wenger watched it.
He has no choice. We all watched it, but for him, he has to watch and learn. Maybe see if he can go through Europa and come back and see how it goes. About, but my fear is for Tottenham Hotspur. In that group, we have Real Madrid, we have Dortmund, and then Napoli, and then Spurs. I think they are the English side with one of the most difficult groups. Yeah, and Manchester United in Group A also. One might think that it looks like a very soft group, but in I think 2011, 2012, we had a similar thing and we just couldn't make it. That was under Ferguson. I think that a lot has changed, but for now,
what are the other teams in the Man United group?
Besiktas, I think. It's more of the lesser known clubs, but it doesn't look that simple for me. I think that United should be very careful. Atletico and then Chelsea. That one with Diego Costa in there. It's funny, the kind of groups that the English clubs
and
find.
And Torres as well in Atletico.
Yes. So it's interesting the kind of groups we find ourselves in. And Liverpool also has something that is a little softer there. So it's United, Benfica, Basel, and then CSK Moscow.
I remember we've had
a similar group.
Sekiri.
Yeah, we've had a similar group, and we finished 3rd. So I think that there's a lot to learn from that one if we want to go to. But for me, I think Liverpool will have a soft in their group from England. Liverpool should have a soft from their group. But it's an interesting draw for me. And after that, you get Cristiano Ronaldo taking all the awards. Now that UEFA is away from the Ballon d'Or, so there you have it with the other groups also. Let's see how it pans out. But Barcelona and the same group as Juventus, those two will just not leave each other.
No, it's good. It's good they are meeting at this time of the Champions League. Yeah.
But it will be a very interesting group. Both sides have been depleted. They've lost some key players in there.
Exactly.
Yes, let's see how they'll base themselves up and then come back again into Champions League proper. But it's interesting. We'll wait to see when that journey begins. Champions League has always been big, and Cristiano Ronaldo was crowned the best forward, best player, had the best defender from the same Real Madrid in Sergio Ramos, best midfielder and Luka Modric. So you see that whatever Real Madrid did last season was never a fluke. They just knew what they're doing. They had it all. So that's the bit with the Champions League. But then there's English Premier League games.
But before we go into the Premiership, let's do some of these other groups that have been formed.
Man City, Napoli, Feyenoord. That shouldn't be a difficult one for City, if you ask me, given the form they're in now. Monaco, Porto, Besiktas in Leipzig. It looks like not a familiar one to you, Monaco, but PSG is in there with Neymar. Let's see how they'll do that one also.
And that's, for me, is his greatest test. I mean, if he's going to move away from Messi, you'd better perform in the Champions League.
Last season, PSG didn't do bad. So for me, I think that what he has to do now is help them get at least to the semis or to the final.
Exactly.
Because they have moved way above group
qualifying
stages.
Out of the,
yes, that's it. The group stages to the quarters and all that. So he has to go that extra mile. Let's see if he can help them to the semis or even finals. It will be interesting to see PSG Manchester United in the Champions League.
Abby, always the dreamer. Always the dreamer.
No,
I admire your dreams.
Whoever is coming this season, Manchester United is out to do something.
Yeah, out to do something. Getting out in the quarterfinals is doing something.
And even going to the finals will be the best. We've missed Champions League, and we are just going to do it right.
We will see. we will see.
But early kickoff is tomorrow. All EPL games will start tomorrow. Bournemouth will square with Man City. Then later, United will welcome Leicester City to see if they can also give them 4 with Amate. We're on a mass Madrid of 4. So the next is Leicester City with Amate. Let's see if they can also take that one. Then later on Sunday, it will be Everton against Chelsea. That'll be a very big one. Then your Liverpool will scared of later with Arsenal. So there's much to look forward to the another leagues. And even in Ghana, our Premier League will bounce back with 25 years. Interesting fixtures across the league centres. There's an Accra derby with Great Olympics and Accra Hearts of Oak. So on Sunday,
a lot to look out for.
This weekend is packed.
Very busy weekend. So it's not just going to be politics this weekend. You can stay tuned in for all the sports updates. But this is where we draw the curtains on Sports Desk. Thank you very much, Abigail Sena Sosu. And also on today's show, my name is Daniel Daje. Many thanks for watching us.